Okay guys, Ben Klundt here, different office, different blue shirt today. We're going to go around the office and introduce you to some of the staff and learn what it means to them to be a financial advisor. So first up is Dave. Let's go down to Dave's office.
Well, I'm Dave Gordon. I've been with the firm 10 Capital since the first of the year. I came over with my dad, Mike. And so I mean, what it means to me to be a client or
Financial advisor.
what it means to me to be a financial advisor. For example, I had a client come in today. Her husband, she's 67, her husband's 65, suddenly passed. And she didn't know where any of the assets were. She didn't know how to, work with Social Security to make sure that she's getting the right payments. Basically had all these puzzle pieces that are kind of sitting out there. So investing time, not just her and helping her put the puzzle together, but then you have the emotional side to it as well. You have a grieving spouse with all this pressure as far as what to do with her house, what to do with her lake place, what to do with all these things sitting out there, and on top of it the emotional stress of grieving. Helping her put that puzzle together and help her kind of bridge that emotional gap and let her grieve as she needs to do and take all this other pressure off her back is that's the epitome of what we do.
Jacob Tim here. I'm Director of Retirement Planning at 10 Capital. I've been here since the beginning, so I believe January of 2012 was when I officially came over to 10 Capital, right when we were just starting. So it's been a pleasure to watch it grow over the last 7-8 years. And thinking about, I know we're talking a little bit about client stories or kind of what we think it means to be an advisor. And I had a great one just yesterday. As the Director of Retirement Planning, I do a lot of just that, helping people plan for retirement. And I had a wonderful couple in yesterday who I met 4 years ago. They'd never really had an advisor before at the time, but as one of them would say, she liked my personality, so I'm glad that helped at least get the conversation going. And it's just been a great journey. They'd done all the right things. They had done the job of putting money away and sticking to a budget, and they just needed someone to help guide them along the way. And yesterday was that wonderful day where the second individual in the couple was able to retire, and we kind of celebrated by saying, hey, not only did we get there, but now you two get to start living that life in retirement that hopefully you had always wanted to live. So we got to share some laughs and talk about how we were going to operate going forward to kind of stay on top of their plan and identify any blind spots along the way. But that's what I love most about this industry. It's helping people understand that if they do their part and hopefully sometimes listen to some of the advice that we have to say, that we're going to be able to get them to where they want to be, and hopefully they'll enjoy the process. So that's it.
You want to be in the video, Ryan?
I would prefer not.
Good. We'll come back and get him later. Okay.
Just because I'm sick, Ben, I want people to see him at 100%.
I'm sure that's what it is. We'll see if either of these two Yankees are here. He's not here.
Hi, I'm Charlie Catterick, one of the advisors here at 10 Capital. Jake, Tim, and I work very, very closely, and one of the crux things I think that we really bring to the table is the planning element in addition to the investment management that we do. The planning component really helps people understand that they are going to be okay. It brings amazing clarity to the circumstances, and clarity brings confidence. One of the things that we have observed in the time we've worked together is very seldom do people really understand why and how they're invested and what the process means. We make sure that we address that, and that clarity, again, as I mentioned, brings confidence to allow them to know they can accomplish what they want to do and they're going to be okay.
You don't have to film me the whole time.
Well, it's easier to keep rolling than it is to cut.
Is it?
No.
Is it really? As you guys can see from a few conversations with our advisors, advising is anything but just money management. I think a lot of the time people think that we take their money and that we just invest it based upon some type of allocation, some pie chart. And it's anything but that. It's emotional, it's real life, and life is anything but straightforward and easy too. So we're dealing with death, we're dealing with marriage, we're dealing with kids who are no longer part of the picture anymore. And I always tell people one of the things I underestimated the most about being in this industry is how little finance is actually done and how much emotion and real life. We're invested alongside these, our friends, our clients, our family in 10 Capital. So thank you guys for tuning in this week. Appreciate you guys giving us some time. Feel free to read the commentary below, which is going to be a little more analytical than this, which is a little more free form. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, kind of different style. Tune in, and thank you guys. Have a great weekend. I'm a financial advisor.
I've been a client since the beginning.
It's like, dude, you're a financial advisor, Dave.